What is going on YouTube? Hit it back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Specifically, we need to talk about the recent kind of consolidation that's kind of taken place upon most of the major cryptocurrencies. 1 second. That's much better. And specifically, what we need to look at is the recent patterns that are kind of scaling us lower, which is actually surprising because I wasn't expecting it to happen that quickly. However, we did get stopped out of a few trades and we are getting ready to buy into others. I don't think we've actually broken down to a point where I would switch my, bullish, trajectory, my bullish anticipation for the market to a more bearish one here. And I'll explain in a second with you, but you can see XRP yesterday or 2 or 3 days ago was really what made us fall to the downside on the 6th of July here. We broke through our uptrend, we broke through the blue uptrend, we broke through the moving averages, we broke through the price floor, fell down to support here, and we're kind of just teeter-tottering right now. But what's interesting is when you look on BidFi here, you can see we're pretty much hanging out at that same level right now. Like, we haven't officially broken through it just yet. Yesterday retested the uptrend here, and then today we're kind of battling that right now. Still a big chance we could be breaking through it, but it is something just to pay attention to, how the BidFi uptrend here is different than the XRP uptrend that we have on the Bitfinex trading view chart here. You can see we broke through it here, and we didn't break through it on BidFi. But moving forward, we're also going to be looking at Ethereum, which is kind of holding on for dear life. Same thing with Bitcoin here. And then we'll look at the S&P, which I believe needs to kind of correct and transcend lower. So we'll see what exactly happens here. But with all that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump into today's episode. So guys, diving into today's episode, I really quickly want to look at the current coin market cap. We're showing signs of 1.18 trillion, down 0.37. You can see we are sliding down across the board for most of the major cryptocurrencies. You could see here sliding lower, slipping lower. Everything is pretty much deviating downwards here, which isn't something that, I was expecting, but it doesn't really bother me. We're not really falling off like a cliff here. We're only down 1 to maybe 4% on average for most of the major cryptocurrencies here. And you can see in yesterday's video, what we were looking at here was quite interesting. So I wasn't expecting us to dip below these kind of supports here, but that's exactly what we're doing. I was actually pretty bullish in the fact that these cryptos were going to be sliding upwards. We've had what I believe was 3 pretty much descending flags forming on XRP. I still believe there are 3 descending flags forming here. We have 1, 2, and then here's the 3rd here. But we are dipping lower, which I was not expecting, and that's kind of what we need to look at here. We've been watching this for quite some time, deciding whether or not we'd be buying in, selling short, so on and so forth here, although we did have long trades opened up. The fact is we are starting to dip below here, and that's what we really need to look at. Like, is this the sign that we're going to be continuing to dip lower, or are we actually going to reverse off this? Maybe it was kind of a bull trap, and maybe we'll reverse back to the upside here. That's kind of the questions I want to answer across the board here. Now, before I dive into the XRP charts, we've been talking about the S&P, and my friend sent me this interesting chart here, which I want to show you. I found it quite interesting. And this basically, I know it's super blurry here, but I guess you can get the point. You can see the yellow band is pretty much global net liquidity, how much cash was available to be removed here, and then it's compared to the stock market here, and you can see for all of the 2021-2022 explosion that we've had, you can see for the most part here, liquidity and the price of the S&P 500 have been pretty much on point for the entirety of it, but only recently, we're talking about only the latter part of, or maybe the 2nd and 3rd quarter of 2023, you can see that global liquidity is dropping off while the S&P is swinging up, which is a sign of over leverage here. It's actually not necessarily the charts you want to see where the S&P's price is moving up while the global net liquidity is moving down. That means there's not enough liquidity in regards to the amount the stock market is has. So if people sell out of the stock market, there's not enough, or there is enough liquidity here. There is a decent amount to cover some selling point, but you can just see how overstretched we are. So I think that's quite an interesting chart to compare itself to. Only recently forming this, not something that we really want to continue to explore, but just something to keep on your mind here. Now, moving forward here, looking at the XRP charts, what we need to look at here is the fact that I was mentioning the fact that we are starting to dip lower here, falling below our supports here. Not necessarily a good sign, but we are doing exactly that. So you can see here, in the past, we did have the first kind of descending flag, broke us bullish. Here's the second kind of descending flag here, breaking us bullish. And then here's the third, which is kind of doing the same thing. Now, what I want to show you, just so we're all on the same page, is if I take the, where is it? We do have the, I want the price range. Here we go. The date range here. So the original break took us about 5 days, I believe. This was 5 days. You can see here, 5 bars, 5 days. The next one took us from the point of breakout to pretty much here was about 8 days here. And you can see currently from the point of breakout, we are at about 6 days here. So we haven't necessarily fully extended the reach of correction here. And what I mean by that is in the past year, you can see it took us about 8 days of consolidation where we ran up and then immediately came back down and then ran to the upside here. It's very possible we could be doing that same thing and then seeing a run. Like, it isn't over yet. And to see consolidation and to see a pullback on the XRP charts here is not uncommon. We've seen it in the past twice now on these kind of descending flag breakouts here, where we did actually break up, we rejected off a resistance and fell lower, and then we saw a pump. You can see we have plenty of room. We're trading at about 40 on the relative strength indicator. We have plenty of room to head higher. It's just a matter of when and if that's going to happen here. We did unfortunately get stopped out of the trade here when we fell back down a couple of days ago on like the 6th. We dipped downwards. We retested our prior our stop loss. That stopped us out, but I'm still getting ready to buy back in for a long because I don't think it's over yet. I really do believe that maybe this might lead, even if we do see another day or two where we retest bottom support right here, the price floor, where we've done in the past here. I still believe there is a chance for a recovery and a swing to the upside here. I don't think it's out of the woods just yet. I don't think it's over just yet. It's kind of the point I'm trying to make here. I do believe strongly we are going to be heading higher up. It's just a matter of taking a couple of days. Granted, this is the weekend here, so hopefully at the end of the weekend here on Monday or Tuesday, we can start a lift back up. That's really where I'm leaning on. I'm not bearish just yet. I don't believe we have the market movements to continue to correct us to the downside. I think we're more bullish than bearish here. It's just a matter of when that's going to happen. Now you can see on BidFi here, this is kind of what I'm talking about. It doesn't look, we don't scream bearish just yet. There's still plenty of resistances, or still plenty of supports that are holding us up. We don't look bearish. You can see how much the bulls are fighting off this kind of retest of the uptrend here. You can see where we started the uptrend back in March of 2023. We had a retest in May, and here we are retesting it in June and July here. We're holding above it very nicely here, and I'm hoping that we actually use that as a means to reverse off of it. We're currently retesting it today. Could we slightly extend it? I'm sure, but hopefully we don't break through it. We don't start to tip downwards here, and we can hang out above and then start to rebound off it. That's ideally the point that I'd like to see happen here. Now, obviously, we've been doing all these trades on BidFi, which is the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BidFi lets me buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits, literally everything you could possibly be thinking of. Yes, the previous stop loss that we did, the previous trade that we got stopped out on, was on BidFi here. However, I am going to be entering a trade soon on BidFi. It's just a matter of when, and when we can confirm it on XRP, because I'm still a firm believer we are going to see a reversal off this. I mean, it's clear as day that we've been bouncing using this as a means of support, and I'd likely think we are going to extend our reach back up. Every time we kind of come to retest here, we do consolidate a bit. There are consolidation points that we do retest here. So I'm hoping that that's all it is. We don't slide lower and that we can actually confirm a reversal to the upside here. So obviously we do these trades down here. You can see where we can leverage long, short, margin, stop loss, take profits. You can see that we offer XRP, or BidFi offers XRP, which is super cool. And another cool feature is they even have a demo account. So the trades that we have, like the previous trade that we did just get stopped out on, you can use a demo account to test that. You wouldn't have actually lost anything because it's just monopoly money to test your skills, which is super cool. Another really unique feature about this too, you guys have to keep in mind, is you can not only sign up to BidFi completely free in the description below and trade around using the demo account completely free, test your skills. If you get 9 or 10 trades, in a row, maybe, that offer some profit here, or you can get out of your 10 trades 8 or 7 or 8, whatever you want to go off of here, and you can get them in a profit, then you could consider switching to the live account using real crypto. But I always recommend using the demo account first. The best feature is using the welcome rewards tab here. Once you sign up, down in the description below, click on welcome rewards. You can earn up to $2,888 by completing the new user tasks in the advanced test right here. So make sure to check that out. Link down in the description to BidFi below here. And now wrapping up the video with Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the S&P 500. Ethereum doesn't look bad. Like, all these cryptos are not screaming correction here. They aren't screaming dump. We're trading dead center in the middle of our ascending fractal here. We're trading dead center in the middle right here. And I'm a firm believer we are going to reverse off this here. We're even retesting kind of that moving average. And I think we should see that swing upwards here. That's truly what I think is going to happen here. Now, Bitcoin is a bit different here because we were overbought. We were retesting overbought the entirety of this, and we were actually pretty high up on its ascending fractal here, more so in the middle, but we were overbought, and that's for sure. I'm taking a step off from Bitcoin, a breather from Bitcoin. Focus is on Ethereum and XRP. And then to wrap things up with the S&P here, I just think we need to fall lower. I think we need a double top. And I think that's what's actually happening here. And maybe we'll come back down to this support and then head upwards from here. But that's pretty much it for today's video. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.